You've been told that to torch fat, you need to be glued to the treadmill for hours or doing endless high-intensity workouts. But what if I told you the real secret to burning fat faster and keeping it off for good is actually spending less time on cardio and more time with weights? Today we're settling the score, putting HIIT and strength training head-to-head to find the ultimate fat-burning workout, all backed by science. The premise, the great debate. Welcome to the main event. On one side, we have high-intensity interval training, or HIIT. It's fast, furious, and famous for its sweat-drenched, heart-pounding sessions. And on the other side, we have good old-fashioned strength training, the powerful, proven method of lifting weights to sculpt a stronger, more defined body. For years, these two have been at the center of a huge debate. Which one is truly better for losing fat? If you've scrolled through social media, you've seen the conflicting advice. One person says to sprint your way to a six-pack, while another swears that lifting heavy is the only way to get lean. It's confusing, right? Well, today that confusion ends. We're breaking it all down, round by round, based on what the science actually says. We'll look at three things: the calories you burn during your workout, the afterburn effect once you're done, and the long-term changes to your body's fat-burning engine. By the end, you'll know exactly what to do to get the fastest, most sustainable results possible. Let's get into it. Round 1, the workout burn. HIIT's time to shine. Let's kick things off with the most obvious factor. How many calories do you burn in the middle of the actual workout? This is where HIIT comes out with a serious advantage. HIIT is all about maximum effort. You're going all out in short bursts, think 30 seconds of sprints, burpees, or jump squats, followed by quick rests. This approach is brutally effective. Because you're pushing your body to its absolute limit, your heart rate goes through the roof, and your body burns a ton of energy. And the science totally backs this up. Some studies show that HIIT can burn 25 to 30% more calories than other exercises, like steady-state cardio or even weight training, in the exact same amount of time. For anyone with a packed schedule, this is a game changer. You can get a massive calorie burn in just 15 or 20 minutes, a burn that might take you 40 or 50 minutes of jogging or moderate lifting to match. So, for round 1, the immediate burn. The point goes to HIIT, no question, but the fight isn't over, because what happens after the workout is just as important. Round 2, the Afterburn Effect, the battle for EPOC. Okay, this is where things get really interesting. We need to talk about something called EPOC, which stands for Excess Post-Exercise Oxygen Consumption. In simple terms, EPOC is the afterburn effect. After a tough workout, your body doesn't just flip a switch and go back to normal. It has to work hard to recover. It needs to replenish oxygen, restore energy, and repair the muscles you just worked. All this recovery work takes energy, which means you keep burning extra calories for hours, sometimes even for a whole day, after you've already left the gym. Both HIIT and strength training crank up a major afterburn effect, much more than something like a steady jog. HIIT, with its insane intensity, creates a huge metabolic disturbance that kicks off a powerful afterburn. You stop moving, but your metabolism keeps sprinting to catch up. However, heavy strength training also creates a deep and potentially longer-lasting afterburn. While a HIIT session might give a bigger initial spike, some studies suggest heavy lifting can keep your metabolism humming at a higher rate for longer, in some cases for more than 24 hours. One study that compared the two found that while both workouts boosted metabolism 14 hours later, the effect from resistance training was sometimes still detectable when the effect from HIIT was not. Why? Strength training creates tiny micro-tears in your muscle fibers. Your body then has to spend a ton of energy on the complex job of repairing and rebuilding those muscles to be even stronger. That repair process is incredibly demanding and keeps your metabolism elevated. So, who wins this round? It's a nail biter. HIIT delivers a fantastic afterburn, making it a fat loss machine. But strength training's afterburn is tied to building new muscle, which has bigger implications down the line. We'll call this round a draw, but it sets up our final and most important round perfectly. By the way, if you're getting some value out of this breakdown and you want more clear, science-backed fitness advice, do me a quick favor and hit that subscribe button. It seriously helps the channel out and makes sure you don't miss what's next. Round 3. The long game, building a fat-burning engine. This is the final round, and it's where a clear winner for long-term, sustainable fat loss emerges. So far, we've been talking about the calories you burn during and right after your workout. But what about the other 23 hours of the day? This brings us to your basal metabolic rate, or BMR. Your BMR is the number of calories your body burns just to exist, powering your brain, keeping your heart beating, all of it. This accounts for most of the calories you burn every single day. And the number one factor you can control to fire up your BMR is building more lean muscle. Muscle is metabolically active tissue. Unlike fat, which just sits there, muscle demands energy around the clock just to maintain itself. Every single pound of muscle you build is burning calories 24/7, even when you're asleep or sitting at your desk. This is strength training's undisputed superpower. The whole point of lifting weights is to trigger muscle growth. By consistently strength training, you are literally building a bigger, more powerful engine that burns more fuel all day, every day. HIIT, while awesome for your heart and for burning calories, doesn't build significant muscle, especially if you're already pretty active. In fact, if you try to lose fat with a calorie deficit and only do cardio like HIIT, you risk losing that precious muscle right along with the fat. Losing muscle is a metabolic nightmare. It slows down your BMR, which makes it harder and harder to keep losing weight and way too easy to gain it all back. This is that dreaded yo-yo effect so many people get stuck in. Strength training is your best defense against this. It signals to your body to hold on to and even build muscle while you're in a calorie deficit, making sure the weight you lose is coming from fat. So, while HIIT is like a short-term high-interest loan on calorie burning, strength training is a long-term investment in a fat-burning factory that pays you back day and night. For its huge and lasting impact on your metabolism, Round 3 and the title of the superior long-term fat loss tool goes, without a doubt, to strength training. The verdict. The undeniable winner is... So let's recap. Round 1, the immediate calorie burn went to HIIT. Round 2, the Afterburn Effect, was a close draw, with both being awesome. And Round 3, building a long-term fat-burning engine, was a knockout win for strength training. This brings us to a game-changing conclusion. The question was never HIIT or strength training. That's the wrong way to look at it. The science clearly shows they aren't enemies. They're the perfect teammates. If you only do HIIT, you'll get quick results, but you'll miss out on the 24/7 metabolism boost that muscle gives you. If you only do strength training, you might be leaving some super efficient calorie burning on the table. So the ultimate strategy is to combine them. You use strength training to build the furnace and HIIT to pour gasoline on the fire. This approach torches calories, revs up your metabolism, protects your muscle, and transforms your body way more effectively than either one could ever do alone. The ultimate fat-burning workout, putting it all together. So, what does this actually look like? A perfect week isn't about choosing one. It's about using both smartly. Here's a sample schedule that plays to the strengths of both for amazing fat-burning results. Monday, upper body strength. Focus on big compound moves like bench presses, rows, overhead presses, and pull-ups. This is how you build that metabolism-boosting muscle. Tuesday, HIIT and core. 20 minutes is all you need. Think treadmill sprints, kettlebell swings, or a circuit of burpees and squat jumps. This torches calories and gets your heart health soaring. Wednesday, lower body strength. This is your big metabolic day. Go for heavy muscle-building exercises like squats, deadlifts, and lunges. Thursday, active recovery. This is so important for letting your muscles repair. Go for a light walk, do some stretching, or grab a foam roller. Don't sleep on recovery. Friday, full body strength or another HIIT session. Depending on how you feel, you can either hit all your muscles again with a full body day or do a second different HIIT workout to really maximize that weekly calorie burn. Saturday and Sunday, rest or light activity. Let your body rebuild. Remember, the magic happens during rest, not just in the gym. This setup lets you build your metabolic engine with dedicated strength days while using HIIT as a precision tool for high-efficiency fat burning. This combined approach is incredibly effective for reducing body fat, including that stubborn belly fat. Conclusion. So we've settled the great debate. To burn fat faster, you don't choose between HIIT and strength training. You do both. Stop thinking either or and start thinking both and. You want the insane calorie burn from HIIT plus the 24/7 metabolic advantage you can only get from building muscle with strength training. That is the real, science-backed secret to not just losing fat, but changing your body for good. Don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss our next video. Thanks for watching.